Are you actually gonna age up? Oh, you did! The fact it gives them eye buggies, I don't understand. And there we go, there is Blossom. Hey my little peaches, welcome back to another video and welcome back to another episode of my Not So Berry challenge. We're gonna be aging up little Blossom and little Coral into teenagers, so I'm really excited about that. But first of all, I'm actually gonna do a quick upgrade of my setup. So, you guys often ask me what headphones I use, and I use Turtle Beach headphones. I've been using them the entire time I've been making content on YouTube. They actually supported me when I was a small creator, so I have a lot of love for this brand. I also use Rock Art for all of my other peripherals, which includes my keyboard and my mouse. I do want to check out these brand new headphones that have just come out from Turtle Beach, because you guys always ask me for headphone recommendations, and I'm always going to recommend the latest and the best technology when it comes to your headset. So let's have a nosy. So these are the Recon 500s. This is the white camo edition, and as you guys can tell, that is a really nice print. They are super light, super beautiful looking headphones, and they also come with a detachable mic as well, which I'm just gonna pop in so we can see how it looks. Okay, so these, oh, they're noise cancelling straight away. These are really nice looking headphones. And what I love about these is the actual headset is noise cancelling, but the microphone is as well. So if you're in a loud environment or you've got other people around the house, the microphone is gonna cut out that extra audio and make it so that you have crystal clear communications when you're playing multiplayer with your friends. And you can use these headphones on Xbox, on PlayStation, on PC, also on a Nintendo Switch. You just plug in the 3.5mm jack, so it's super easy to plug in and play. They also feature the Turtle Beach 60mm Eclipse dual drivers, which means you will get audio acoustic perfection. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And I currently use the Rock Art Burst and the Rock Art Vulcan keyboard. So this is the keyboard, which I like because it's mini, but I'm gonna be upgrading both of those today. So the first upgrade I'm gonna be making is to my keyboard. I'm gonna be switching out to the Rock Art Magma, and I will show you why. This is the Rock Art Magma keyboard. It already looks pretty cool, but honestly, all of the magic is gonna happen as soon as I plug this in. So as you guys can probably tell, I really like my pretty lights in my setup. And this has got to be the prettiest keyboard I have ever seen. It features 5-zone 10 LED, 6.8 million color RGBA backlighting with the Rock Art Amino lighting engine. Those are also silent membrane keys, which is going to be pretty perfect for me when I'm streaming. And it's also got an additional detachable palm rest. So I am really excited to make this a new part of my setup. And I've also got a new mouse to add as well. So say hi to the new Rock Art Cone Air Pro. So I've been after a white mouse for a while because it matches my setup more, and this one is also wireless. So let's plug it in and see what it looks like. So the Cone Air Pro features that Rock Art iconic ergonomic shape refined to perfection. Also, with it being wireless, you can actually connect with Stellar Wireless and Bluetooth, and also it features rapid charge. The mouse only weighs 75 grams, and it also features the Rock Art Owl Eye 19K DPI optical sensor. So all in all, a pretty amazing mouse. So I'm gonna leave a link to both of these products in the description below as well if you guys want to check them out. And a big thank you to Rock Art and Turtle Beach for sending me these products. I'm very proud to be a Rock Art and a Turtle Beach partner, and let's go ahead and get into today's video. Hey my little peaches, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the first episode of our pink gen of Not So Berry, which I'm really excited about. So let's remind ourselves of the rules of the pink gen really quickly before we get into it. So technically we haven't finished Orange. Just one thing to note, I have finished all of the Master Baking Charisma skill. The Criminal Career takes a long time to do, and it actually also means that this takes a long time to do because they are linked. But I am going to keep playing that on the side. They're still teenagers, so they're still going to be living in the house, but I don't want to miss out on valuable development time with our twins for Generation 7 Pink because we're still waiting for Orange. It might take until the twins become adults, for young adults, for Clem to finish these, and I want to start moving on to focusing on the development of these guys as well. Still, obviously, Clem's going to be in the house. I'm still going to be playing a lot with Clem too, but I just want to make sure that we're like getting some of this stuff, the nitty gritty that we need to do for Pink out the way as well. So Generation 7 Pink, you grew up poor, which we've done, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, working in the business career just as your parents did. Now, when I look through this, the career is business, but when it says working paycheck to paycheck just like your parents did, that's kind of a little bit of a strange one because yeah, they seem to be like picking up on, or Coral at least is picking up on the fact that Clem's business job might not be strictly business. However, Orange has to insist to her children that even though she tells them she's a criminal mastermind, they look at the wreck that is her life and they're like, yeah, sure, mom, you actually just use our bake sale to pickpocket people, so you're probably not a criminal mastermind. So they don't believe that she is actually like the dawn of like this massive criminal empire, you know? You write long romance novels, but you are too afraid to quit your steady job to follow your dreams. You're very practical and you know the chances of making it as a writer are slim, so you stay working your 9 to 5. As an adult, you finally decide to pursue your dreams. You're a hopeless romantic, but your unflirty nature makes it impossible to find love. So traits are neat, unflirty, and creative. The aspiration is best-selling author. Career is business. And the rules are we've got to complete the postcard collection. I might need to Google that. I'm not sure how we do that. I'm not sure if that's something we need to do while we're in the city. Do I find them in the boxes around the city? If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. We also have to master the writing skill and the wellness skill. Blossom has already started this. Both of them can start on that too. Complete the best-selling author aspiration, have a well-maintained garden, and quit your day job as an adult to pursue your dreams. A midlife crisis to become a best-selling author. So, who is gonna be the heir? I honestly still do not know. I feel like with Scarlet and Rose, it was at this point I started to realize Scarlet made more sense as heir. With the two kids though, I don't quite know yet. Honestly, either of them could be. And they have such a close twin bond. Like Coral really like has almost sheltered and protected little Blossom so much that I feel like they're gonna be very, very close for a long time, potentially even live together when they move out as well. So I don't think we need to decide straight away. I may even play it where both of them we try and complete all of this for, but we'll see. We'll see. On the one hand, I really like Coral's character. I think he's really well-rounded. I think he's a very interesting character. But on the other hand, I see Blossom as being the one who becomes a hopeless romantic because she idolizes like this vibe of love and like looks at her parents and their lives are chaotic, but they seem very in love. But she looks at her like novels and her TV shows and she's like, but it's different to the princes and princesses. I want what they've got. Whereas Coral is a little bit more realistic. He's not really the type that I think would be a hopeless romantic. He sees things a lot more for what they are and he's a little bit jaded by the world. So I feel like Blossom makes more sense, but I love Coral so much that I would find it very hard to give up on Coral being the heir as well. So I'm gonna play as both. If one of them really lends itself to them, then we'll go with that. If one of them dies, awful, but again, helps us out with the heir. Otherwise, I may just do it with both of them. So let's go ahead and get into the game. Now on the last episode, we had like a bunch of promotions and stuff. So I got to this episode with loads of money, which terrifies me. Also, Cammy's here helping out, which is very cute, which terrifies me because we're not meant to have loads of money and like what do I even spend it on? So I said if they got loads of money, I thought that Keenan would spend it on the gaming rig because he's like, I actually have aspirations of becoming a pro gamer. However, we know that he's kind of not great at gaming, but he's like, you know, one of these people that like sees themselves as like, I'm gonna become a pro streamer and like dedicates their whole life to it, but they just don't really, it's not the right vibe for them. There's probably something else that they're better at. So I'm gonna make him buy this motion gaming mat because there's no influence in his life saying to him, this might not be a good idea. I wouldn't do this. Maybe this isn't the best thing for you. Instead, he's got Clem that's like, oh, yeah, dude, I could buy that. That would be so fun. So because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and move that here. I now need to do a little bit of rejigging in this apartment. So I'm gonna move, sorry, Clem, I know you're having it now. Gonna move this sofa a little bit closer. I'm gonna see if I move this over here, if everything is still reachable. Can I move it even closer? Will they even be able to see? That feels nonsense, but I'm gonna see if it works. If it lets me, I'm gonna do that. This feels like it's not gonna work, but we shall just try it. Also, I'm gonna move these along so they can still cook. I like a squeezy apartment and we are definitely getting very squeezy. We also need some pet balls. Oh my gosh, imagine just immediately coming into the apartment, seeing the gaming rig and then the baseball bat and being like, oh my gosh, what is this house? What is this house? We also have obviously a few extra pets now, so I'm gonna get 2 pet balls. And can I get one of them pink? I can. So there we go. So in the last episode, we got the 2 little kitty cats for the kids. We've got Artie and Bubblegum. Artie being Blossoms and Bubblegum being Corals. Blossom named both of them, that's why. Corals is called Bubblegum. I like the idea that Clem is like, it's, sorry, not Clem, Blossom is like, it's Princess Bubblegum. Just because I think that would be really cute. Oh, and Cammy is like all over this. Honestly, it looks so fun. If this existed in real life, I would buy it. Even if I was like, I mean, they're not living paycheck to paycheck. How do I eat up some more money, guys? I guess we'll spend some of it on the teens' room when they grow up. But yeah, I don't know how to spend all this money. Help! Wait, didn't I need to repair this? I already did it. Oh my gosh, somebody break something, please. Are you finally fixing? No, you're spraying water onto a sparking electrical box. This is a very foolish idea and I don't like it. Oh, I need to buy a litter tray for the cats, don't I? I'll buy the one that zaps their poop just because I feel like Clem and Keenan will be like, oh, that's so cool. It zaps their razors. Also, we'll put it in the hallway like this, just so immediately when people come in, they can see like the cat litter poop. Just because I feel like they would do nonsense like that too. So the house is very wreckish right now. The hallway is a joke. It's just nonsense things thrown around everywhere. Usually I'd probably try and de-chaotic it, but with these guys, no. It should be chaotic. That's the whole point. These twins have had a really chaotic upbringing. So Clem did get 2 promotions last episode. Buying her like aspiration trait, or her trait reward, sorry, which was entrepreneurial. That has helped me out a lot because now I can get promoted in my career more easily, so that's amazing. And we are currently a getaway driver, which is level 7. Wait a minute, wait. Boss? Are you a getaway driver or are you a boss? I can't tell. Next will be a safe cracker. Oh my gosh. We've taken our talents to the mean streets, rocking getaway cars up on 2 wheels, hugging corners and running from the cops. This would make pretty exciting stuff for a video game. Did Keenan write that? Did Keenan write that bio? I'm not sure. And I'm hoping for some cute fox kitten interactions. The kittens right now are just being left. I don't think Keenan's even woken them up and told them. By the way, I got you guys twin kittens and you're twins. Lol, twinception. I don't think he's even told them. He's just gone straight to sleep, but it's pretty late. So actually, responsible adulting for once. Wow, shock. So, oh, Blossom is up first. So why don't you go ahead and meet Artie, your new little kitten. Okay, so the way we tell the difference is Artie has flat ears and a long tail. He is Blossom's kitten. And then Bubblegum has pointy ears and a bobtail. What have you just done? I think you just wet the bed. Blossom has pointy ears and a bobtail. And no, she doesn't. Ash kind of did, but Bubblegum has pointy ears and a bobtail, and that is Coral's cat. Oh no, you didn't wet the bed. You just got bad hygiene. Okay. And it's good old onion bagels for breakfast. One of the things that we've got to do for Pink Gen. Pink Gen is like, I love this generation. It's so vibey. They like writing romance novels. In my head, that's what they're going to be writing anyway. And they also like a well-maintained garden. And they like yoga. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Coral, why are you skipping school? What's going on, babes? Get to school. Both of you. Get to school. It's your final day of primary school. Go, go, go. They like writing romance novels. They like yoga. And I like the reason that they want a well-maintained garden is because of their whole childhood. All they have eaten is sugary baking and like bagels and stuff. They've just eaten baked goods their whole childhood. These children have never eaten a vegetable their whole lives. Now, they could go one way, which is, oh my gosh, I hate vegetables. Arnold, why are you here? I feel like the death we need to witness is you, sir. Honestly, you. How long have you got left to live? 2 days. Ugh. But yeah, I feel like they could go one way, which is like, I'm never eating vegetables. I didn't eat them growing up. They look weird. I hate the taste of them. They're so strong. I hate them. But I feel like these children are like desperate for like goodness, good role models, good food, good like life stuff. So I feel like actually they want to grow and eat their own vegetables. And I feel like at first the taste is going to be a shock, but then they're going to actually like realize, oh, well, we should have been eating this. Oh my gosh. They should have been eating the veg their whole life. Sorry, distracted. I heard a rumor that you were caught pickpocketing. How embarrassing. You better stay away from my pockets. That's his big brother telling him that. Okay, well, I didn't realize he got caught. Oh, Keenan, you are the one who's really bad at being evil. And when I move the twins out as well, I actually can't wait to leave an apartment with pets, because the fact that you can't bring your pet up to the apartment, I think you have to pick it up or something. I don't know. It's really annoying anyway. It drives me mad. Why is Arnold here? Ahoy, neighbor. I'm really enjoying access to your place. Why do you have access to my place? I specifically said no trespassing for neighbors. I specifically said no neighbors are allowed in here. Why? Why do you do this? He's in here? Eating my sourdough loaf? I hate this guy, but I'm gonna allow him to keep coming in so that hopefully he dies and I see it. I think he's my, like, literally mafia boss woman's husband, maybe. So that's why I can't do anything about it, because his wife, I'm pretty sure, is my boss. Oh, she's dead. Great. But now maybe he just feels like he still gets access because she was my boss, you know? Excuse me. Don't you dare eat my oatmeal cookie. I'm adding bacon to it and I'm adding some sugar to it as well. It is not for you, Arnold. The lotto winner, Clover Thorn. Your name is beautiful, whoever you are. We didn't win the lottery, guys. Oh well. And because we're meant to be really bad at being evil, I am actually just gonna donate a bunch of our money to, where is it? Speak for the Trees, which is Scarlett's fund that she set up while she was president, which she only set up because she accidentally killed a tree hugger. Chaos has run this family for several generations now, I would say. And they can still use the PC. Amazing. And somebody else in Keenan's family has died. And I missed it. Who is Ashley Moore? It was your mum's half-sister. There we go. And oh my gosh, I think everyone has heard about Keenan getting pickpocketed. Oh, Keenan. Okay, because we've got all of this extra money to spend. Oh, Keenan, poor you. You're not going to get to come on this. But I was thinking we could go on a group. We could go out for dinner with the kids today and take them for like a birthday meal. The one reason I also want to do this is often when I'm at restaurants, someone dies. So that could help us out with our witness the death of a sim. And the good news is both of them have graduated on an A as their final day at school, which is so sweet. Coral never got to finish his bath this morning. He's gonna have his bath and then we're gonna go and spend a bunch of money on an awesome meal for their birthdays. Because, you know, they're not great parents, but every now and again they have these little moments of brilliance, like Christmas. Oh, no, don't be grabbing your onion bagels before we go out for din-dins. Like what we did on Christmas. And then also, oh my gosh, look at this. They come home and Keenan's like playing his computer game. The house is a tip, so much so that it's actually making her miserable. But yeah, Christmas was really nice. And, you know, that time we let them play video games before we use them as a front to pickpocket people. That was nice for them. They got a little curry at the end. Great parents. Parents of the year, yes. And I also feel like Clem would be like, don't eat before you leave. You'll ruin your appetite. However, because she's a glutton, she's like, but, you know, I'm an adult. No one tells me what to do. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these. And look how she eats on the floor. Like, she don't even get to the chair. She's like, to be fair, it does look pretty good, right? And look at this little smarty pie using his litter tray. Can I do some praises for that? Also, though, you would kind of be a bit gutted that you've just got a kitten. You had to immediately leave for school. And then you're like, yeah, I get to finally play with my kitten. And instead your parents are like, we're taking you out for dinner. And you're just like, just let me play with my kitten for 2 seconds, please. Oh, and you changes your pajamas. Cute. Anyway, let's go for a nice little meal together. Coral and Bubblegum just became friends. You can't bring the kittens. And let's go to the fanciest, schmanciest restaurant in the whole of town. I actually think it's right below us. Modern restaurant. Old Salt House. This one sounds posher. Let's go here. Okay, so change of plan. We went to the Old Salt House because every time I tried to launch the other one, I got a crash to desktop, which is not ideal. I thought this was the restaurant that, oh my gosh, I have too many Sims. I can't remember everyone's name. Celia! I thought it was the restaurant that Celia died in, and I was like, ooh, this is good. This is good. Sims have died here before. This is a good sign. But I actually don't think it is the same restaurant. But still, I've got a lot of old Sims. You guys want to woo-woo? Okay. I've got a lot of old Sims just wandering around. So hopefully we will find one that dies tonight, because that would be great. And I love that these guys have rocked up in their leather jackets looking... Camila's wondering if I want to hang out. Camila, that's so freaking sweet that you're inviting my kids, but I'm actually taking them out for dinner, so hard no. I love that they're dressed in their leather jackets looking, you know, very, hey, sister, I guess I should say Clem, but I was thinking about you. Oh, okay. Well, is everything okay, Camille? There's a lot of texts. But yeah, we've got our leather jackets on because they're like, oh, we're going to a posh restaurant. Quick, get the leather jackets. Okay, so we're gonna have ourselves a little cheeky Simsopolitan. You guys can have a nice water. Although I feel like they'd be like, you can have a sip of this. Just have it, it's fine. And then what would everyone have? We're ordering the nicest stuff on the menu, so lobster for everyone. Let's check in on where the kids' skills are currently before we age them up. So, Blossom is charismatic and very, very creative. Her fitness and logic are pretty good as well. Mental level 10, motor level 10, which is why they've been able to start leveling up some other stuff. So listening to teacher is kind of OP, I'm realizing. Social is very good as well. Wellness is almost at level 3. She has been doing a lot of yoga, and singing is pretty good as well. And then Coral, charisma not quite as high, but creative is good. Fitness and logic are good because you completed the mental skill. He is a mischief skill level 6. He's actually been doing quite a lot of mischief. His motor is good. His pet training is there as well. His social is good, and he does some video gaming skills. So they're pretty well balanced children. I have been making them work on their skills through listening to teacher. Doing school projects and homework, I think, in my game. I have mods to make those. I'll give you skills as well. And how is it that usually when I come to restaurants, they're absolutely rammed, but yet today, there is like barely anyone here, and there's no old people. Where are the old people at? This bartender's got 19 days left to live. I need old folks. And wow, look at you, Clem. It should be a crime to look that fine. Oh, Keenan. So these guys are just feeling mad flirty. There actually isn't anywhere to do woo-woos here, otherwise I totally feel like they would do that. But lobster for everyone because we got promoted at work. Keenan, you're gonna have to eat up because you got work in 2 hours. The fact that this guy still lives is the biggest, like, nonsense thing I've ever heard. Pretty sure he's delivered half of the berries at this point. Oh, that's just Clem adding sugar to her lobster. Why would you ever do that? Why? Keenan wants to buy a hot tub. How am I supposed to fit a hot tub in your apartment? Seriously. And Keenan's heading into work. Okay. I feel like at this point, it's like 10 p.m. No one's cleaning the table, by the way, so we're doing it ourselves. I feel like, you should be probably getting them home to bed at this point, but it's Clem, and Clem do be loving her desserts, so we have to sample the desserts here. And I ordered the SimCity cheesecake because it was the most expensive thing on the menu. It's $95 to buy, but if you resell it, you can get 144. So it's actually a little money hack there. And I've popped some birthday candles on there. Now, the thing is, Keenan's gonna miss out on their birthday, but crime never stops, so unfortunately he's gonna have to miss this. And Coral, who's wearing a skirt, the Solani skirt, I'm gonna get him to go first. So you can be the first one. Rather than blow out the candles, I've said for him to make a wish because I feel like he would wish for a way out, a better life for him and his sister kind of vibes. And everyone in the restaurant's celebrating, which including you, which is kind of weird, but there we go. Blow out the candles. Are you actually going to age up? Oh, you did. I don't know where you did it. Oh, you went over here. It's just never, okay. The fact it gives them eye buggies, I don't understand. But kept the pink hair. Obviously, we will be seeing him up. And I now need to I might give him the unflirty trait next. These Sims get 10s from flirty Sims. Clem and Keenan are always flirty, so I feel like he's starting to get uncomfortable, with how just his parents and just them in general. So I think that's a good one to give him. I want to mix up the way that I do them a little bit. And I have to give him the best-selling author aspiration. So I think that's here. Best-selling author. I don't think I've done this in a really long time, so this is exciting. Okay, so we've got you done. Before Clem swoops in, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more birthday candles. And then I feel like we'll do a regular blow out the candles for Blossom. So there we go. It's so weird when one looks like a child and one looks like a full-blown adult. The fact that it does that is just so weird. I wish there was a bit in between. I really do. I know there's mods that can do it, but it's not quite the same, is it? Okay, and there we go. There is Blossom, who also kept pink in her hair too, but also gray. To mix them up from each other so that they have different traits. They will obviously end up with the same traits, but she's going to be neat and creative. So they're slightly different trait-wise, and obviously also best-selling author. Let's go ahead and take them into cast and see how they look. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Coral. What I'm gonna do is I want to keep Coral's hair curly, but there's not that many options with a curl to them. To be fair, this is still kind of straight. But just in case I have to rely on using a hair with a bit of a wave to it, I am gonna make sure that Keenan switches out his hair to his ultra straight version. There we go. He's so handsome. I might make him a bit more beardy. He's a little bit older now. Give him a little bit more scruff. Such a handsome manning. Okay, so there we go with Keenan. And then on to Coral. That outfit, wow. Okay, here is our base. So we've definitely got, I don't know whose brow has such an aggressive shape to it. I think it might be Keenan's. I'm gonna keep his brows the same, actual brow they were as a kid. And then what skin details did he have? I need to remind myself of the way he looked as a kid. Okay, so this is child version of him. This is what we're trying to match. Okay, so I literally pulled up the video of when I made him as a kid, so I can make sure that I'm putting all of the same skin details on. So it's this nose. I think he had this one before, but now he's a bit older. I'm gonna define his nose out a little bit more. Pop his freckles back on too. Okay, he's starting to definitely look a lot more like the Coral that we all know and love. The drama of trying to get the right hair. So this one is ultra curly. It's kind of hiding his brows, which I don't love because I feel like I lose a bit of his face when I do that, but that is an option. This is a more subtle curl, he's tried to style the front and kept the back short. It's more of a wave. He has loose, really loose curls. This has a bit of a curl at the front too, but doesn't, oh, it does have pink actually. His hair was a bit darker before though. It might have to be Lila, where I flick around the colors a little bit. This one has a wave to it too, but we're losing his eyes again. I like to be able to see his face because he's got an interesting brow, This one is curly, but it doesn't have a pink swatch. That sucks. That's the closest. It's a very pale pink. That would be a massive change in his hair color, but it could work. This could have worked as really short, a short version where you can already tell it's curling up at the front there, but it doesn't have pink. It's when we try and find a restaurant that has vegan options and is dog friendly. I know we're limiting ourselves greatly and it is a bit of a struggle. Oh my gosh, you in pink. This is your hair. Oh no, why don't you have pink? Oh my gosh, the vibes. I might have to try my hand at CC just to make this a reality, because look at that. That is like god tier hair for him. The short version. Oh my gosh, he's suiting this hair so much. Okay, we may have to do this, but we'd have to do it next time. We could do this and then it keeps like, it's got the curl there, the wave, and it keeps the color right. I really want to go for the middle part in wavy hair though. There is also a more pink version too. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave this on his head for now, but I'm going to try and do the other one. I'm going to try and edit that other one because it's too perfect not to. Like, it just looks too good. I've got to do it. It's fine because we can say he grew it out. Or I could just steal Keenan's hair. May do that for now. That looks great on him as well though. Okay, he looks great. But the plan is to give him this hair because it just looks so good on him. He looks like he was born to wear this hair. Like, I love that on him so much. I'm probably going to recolor this one too, so it starts off shorter and grows longer, because it's just too perfect not to. It is too perfect not to. But for now, his dad's teaching him how to style his hair, clearly. Okay, and then dress-wise, I kind of like feel he's got quite like a, just kind of relaxed. We're keeping the pink theme, but with like a bit more of a tougher edge, just because that reflects his personality, I think. I'm keeping him like basic for now, because I feel like his own style is something that he's going to develop over time. He's only just aged up from like being a kid, really. And I will add other things, like maybe a little fluffy top lip and like hair on his arms and stuff over time as well. But yeah, there is Keenan. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And then, oh no, it's not Keenan, sorry. It's the hair. There is Coral. Let's move on to Blossom. So as a reminder, here is how she looked as a kid. And here are the skin details that I put on her. So if I go for the same ones again, she looks much more like the heirs. Like, I would say she's got a lot of clem. She's very soft-faced. I definitely say she is like more soft-faced. And unlike Coral, Clem doesn't have freckles. Her eyebrows, I'm pretty sure, are these ones. Okay, I'm not gonna put like I'll put like lip details on, but in terms of like actual eye makeup and stuff, I don't put on them as teenagers, especially at first, just so that otherwise teenagers just like stay looking like teenagers, or they don't really change when they become adults, which I don't love. But I did have lower eyelash details on her as a child, so I'll do those as a kid too. And then hair. Her hair does have a wave to it, but I'd say it's less than Coral's. She had long hair as a child, so this is what was like her child hair. I could go for the same, or we could mix up her hair a little bit now she's a little bit older. Scarlet hair there. That's how she'd look with scarlet hair. She's very cute. The scarlet hair looks really nice on her, but I kind of want to find her own vibe. If it is a scarlet had that hair too. Now that would be so perfect, and I feel like it really suits her, but it's not really like her pink from before. It's more peach, and the pink is like dark. She had like pastel pink hair, didn't she? I might be editing a few bits of CC. Also, the original Clem hair looks great on her too. Oh, I'm gonna be editing lots, aren't I? I'm gonna try really hard to learn how to do hair CC. Okay, so I've eventually decided on this hair just because I feel like it's the right pink, and I feel like a loose plait like this is something I can't imagine her doing. I think that looks pretty cute. As for her style, again, we'll be keeping with a pink theme. I just need to get something that has like Blossom vibes. So she kind of has a bit of a sweet sort of cozy vibe about her, to be honest. That was actually worn by Saffron, but because she always wore a stripy version, it feels like a different top. Like it has a different energy. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just does. She also wore this as a kid, like the baggy cardigan, but I'm kind of enjoying like this sort of relaxed fit on her too. I think just as long as we stay cozy, that feels like the right vibe for her. Maybe even this. Yeah, those like cozy vibes I think are pretty cute. I may change her top out to a different color just so it doesn't get lost in her hair, and do pink on her like skirt and bottom half instead. So we could do this pink and then change this out to like sage green kind of vibes, maybe like here. That's cute. Or maybe brown. Okay, none of these color options are really working for me. Unless I just kept it white. There is a bit of clipping, which I don't get because they're both clumsy alien. So I don't think they should be clipping with each other. I'll try a skirt instead. Okay, that fits better. I just want to stay cozy with these two because I feel like this is quite a cozy gen. So I should stick with like a cozy theme. Which skirt? Kind of like this one. Okay, select these kind of vibes. I don't know. I just feel like that feels right for her. Okay, I'm just gonna give her a little necklace and some little flecks in her eyes, same as Coral. And there we go. A finished Blossom as well. Let me know what you guys think of them both. One last thing I'm gonna do before I leave cast. For their wedding, that nobody watched, I meant to give them matching tattoos and I totally forgot. So we're gonna do that now. I think I'm gonna go for this one because it's kind of giving me circus energy and their house is literally a circus, so it feels right. And here it is on Clem, who for some reason has no feet. See what I mean? Circus energy. And there we go. They are all aged up and done. Let's see them in the wild. Okay, so here is how they look as teenagers. Very pink, very pink vibes. Here is Blossom. Oh my gosh, already exhibiting teenage. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Teenage energy, but she's so cute and sweet. And then we've got Coral as well, who's just smiling away at Blossom like the caring brother that he is. If anyone has recolors of those hairs, please let me know, because I wanted to try and recolor some hairs for Clem, but because the hairs I wanted to recolor were black, it was really hard to then change them to a color. I'll try with Coral's hairs though, because some of them are almost like, they're like pale blonde. So I could try dragging the slider just like slightly to the like more pink and see if it ends up with something that looks okay in game. It's a little bit more salvageable when I've got so many colors to try and edit. It was unfortunately, I would not be able to do it with only black, I'm afraid. But I think they look really good. I'm so happy with them and I'm really excited to like start really getting like my teeth into the pink gen. I was really hoping there would be some old person to die, but this is the youngest selection of people I've had at a bar in so freaking long. Like, I'm actually low-key a little bit mad about it all. I am. Usually my bars are only filled with elders. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go meet some Sims. Elders everywhere. Even the chef is a young adult. So unfortunately, it doesn't feel like we're going to be witnessing any deaths here, which is obviously quite a shame. But we'll go ahead and pay for the bill. $200 meal. We've never done anything so extravagant with them ever, so I think that's kind of nice for them. And the cheesecake, which Clem is going to pop in her inventory as a glutton sim. And he's already talking about moving out, lol. And let's get everyone's bets back home again. Now that I'm back home, I am just going to go ahead and have a little peek at their room because it's still pretty childlike. I think I'm gonna have to keep the double bed just because it's such a space saver. In an ideal world, I would put... Can I do that actually? You know what I might do? Give me one hot sec. It's a good reason I had this cash. Because I think I can do that, give them a little bit more space in their room and not really lose much from the kitchen. I think that kitchen still works. I can get rid of like their kids stuff here. And then what I can do is if this will fit, which I don't know if it's gonna, I'm gonna try my hardest. I think it would be cool to do like a bunk bed situation where both of them can have desks underneath because both of them are going to want to write, so it makes sense. Also, I was reading the way that I get the postcards is by getting pen pals, which is so sweet. I just love that so much. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know how to make this work. What about this way? Move the door to the middle. I think that's probably going to be the best solution, right? Oh, and this is pretty perfect because I think it's going to use up the last of my cash. And I think that works. I think that's a functional room. Like, you've got to remember they've only just aged up, so some kids stuff I want to keep in there because like they only just stopped being kids, you know? Yeah, I've put their like little childhood drawings like under there as well. I really wish they had a window. I think it's so sad that there's no window there. So what I'm gonna do is pop this on the wall. I know it's not pink, but I thought they could imagine that one day they live somewhere with like rolling hills. Their teenage room is all complete, so I will get them finding pen pals and stuff next episode, but I want to hear what you guys think of their appearance. Are you excited for me to get onto the pink gen and start playing as them? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.